So what I'm going to do now is we're actually going to go to a website and take a look at Google Plus, and we'll learn more about it. And eventually, we'll get to the Google Plus business page. But I want to take you through all of this. And here we have the sign on for Google. If you don't have an account with Google, you don't have to use a Gmail address to get an account with Google. But one of the things that you want to make sure that you do with your business is I recommend having a separate marketing account for, right, that would be a Gmail account, or you can do it through your own business email, that all your social media and all your Google AdWords and analytics, whatever it might be, go through that and make it separate from your personal account. We're going to go into my personal account now because I set this up a long time ago and I broke my own rule, but it hasn't been a problem for me yet, and I actually have a plan to fix it, but it's low on the list, as many of us may have. But anyway, set up a separate one. It could be, abcconstruction@gmail.com, and, generally we're able to get email addresses close to the client's name and all, but it's a good thing to have and set up everything through that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click sign in now on my Google account. And if you see up at the top, this is, what we normally see in Google. And, if you've ever noticed, hopefully you have, these are all the things that Google does up here at the top. And we're only going to be concerned with a couple of them now, but, and then you've got the more. Google has lots of things, and they have their hand in lots of things, and they're, being sued by the European Union or whatever for antitrust. I think here in the United States recently, I think they decided to not get involved. But Google does lots of stuff, and you have to like Google if you want to have a strong online presence for your business. So that's just a fact of life. So what Google did, and we talked about how they've kind of forced Google Plus on us, and then they merged Google Places and Google Plus, so you really have to be hooked up on Google Plus if you want to have a strong online presence. And over here we see my personal Google Plus page, and this is the Google social network as we click on it, and I here we have Kurt Schilling. This is my personal stuff. I'm following WEEI, a Boston radio station. So, and I have tabs across the top, and we're not here to teach you about the personal side of Google Plus, but just as with Facebook, you have a personal profile, and then you have business pages. You have the same with Google Plus. And looking at Google Plus from a social networking point of view, Facebook, while they're often criticized, allows you to customize your settings, so you can either have a strong presence on Facebook, or you can only have people who you want to see you on Facebook. So it's really easy to control it. Whereas Twitter, as my wife recently found out when she got a Twitter account, anybody can follow you. You can really, and you can customize Twitter as well. But Twitter is a lot more wide open than Facebook is. And then Google Plus is kind of a hybrid in terms of accessibility and all, in that almost anybody can follow you, that type of thing, but yet you can control who sees what, and you can have friends and family and acquaintances. And this is kind of going back to the old Google Circles that was many years ago. But we're not here to talk about this today and running your Google Plus. What we're actually here to talk about now is if we scroll down here to the bottom, and we see Google Local, which is the old Google Places. Okay, we see Games, which we're not talking about at all today. We see Google Hangouts, which is another cool thing with Google Plus that they don't have on Facebook. Google Hangouts are actually where we could be doing this webinar on Google Hangouts if I wanted to try to do that. But then everybody would have to have a Google account, and I don't know if everybody has that, so it would make it too complicated. But in theory, you could do Google Hangouts, and certainly I could do like a mastermind group on Google Hangouts, and everybody would just have to do it. It's basically like Skype, except you can get a lot more people involved. If you might remember a year or two ago, probably not that, 2 years ago, but President Obama did a question and answer when he was kind of hitting different social medias. He did a question and answer on Google Hangouts, and you have a video camera, and you can see other people. But what we're really concerned about today is your Google Plus business page. So that's where you'll find this information. And when we create another one, you'll see it down there as well. So when I click on that, you can see my Google Plus business page. And this is where I would manage my pages. And for those of you who have Facebook pages, and I didn't think about doing this before, this is kind of a little bit of an add-in. But we have, if I click on pages over here on my personal page, and I have boatloads of pages because we manage them for lots of different people. This is very similar in Facebook to this. Here we go, to this, except, they do it a little bit differently. So if I wanted to switch to this page, which is, there's also something analogous in Facebook. Here we have my strategic marketing group business page, strategic marketing group, Google Plus business page. And you can put some photographs up at the top. I had a little fun with it. You can put your logo over here. I probably need to edit that a little bit better. And then you can see what I'm posting to Google Plus. And this is just my stuff, okay? And then you're going to have a little bit about, this is, again, similar to Facebook. The key thing here, and this is, if you get one thing out of this whole seminar, and here we are 22 minutes into it, and if you just got this one thing, this would be important. What you see here, this is how Google remembers the strategic marketing group. And you should take this information and how Google lays it out. And I'm going to show you where you can get this. Your business name, your address, and your phone number, and have these on everything that you do online. Your phone number and your address and the name of your business should be the same on your website, on Google Plus, on Facebook, on Twitter. Whenever you post a video to YouTube, you should put the same business name, address, phone number. This is what Google uses to hook all your content together. So, if you went back to the presentation there, and, if I clicked on that and I brought you back to this graphic right here, that, when Google's looking at things, what holds it all together is this business name, address, and phone number being the same everywhere. And you could actually, if you go to my website, you'll actually see. Now, you can put it on every page if you'd like. Whoops. You could put it on every page if you'd like. You got to make sure that when you go like to the About Us, that, you'll see that down here, exactly the same. And generally what I do is when I put this on a YouTube video or whatever, I copy it and paste it just like it is. So it's consistent throughout. So, here we have where you can put up photos of your business. You can put videos of your business on here. This is where you continue to add content. And, if you want to upload a new video, you can just, click on this and go out and get the video and upload it. So this is where, you would put, whatever you'd like to let people know about your Google Plus page. So that gives you, a quick rundown on the Google Plus page. What you really want to do is make sure that it's set up for yourself. And so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to bring up another browser, and we're actually going to go through it. And what I've done is I've signed on. This is with another client. I've signed on. We haven't created the Google Plus page for this business. This is the business, Speedy Clean Car Wash. And what I'm going to do here is we're going to set, as I've talked, and you really need to understand this principle as well. You can have a Google Plus business page for every one of your businesses, locations, and you should do that. And we're going to set one up for the Smallwood Drive location now. And the anchor, or the number that Google uses to pull these all together, is the phone number of the location. So we're going to make sure that we have that phone number. So, here we are, and here we are back at the login. Like I logged in before. If you haven't created your Google account yet, you need to create that. But this is what you would see once you would log in, and we see all the different Google things. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're just going to click on the personal page, and we set this up for Steve. He doesn't use it, but it's going on, and it's just there. But Steve doesn't use this. But what we want to do is we want to create a page. So you would have this. You may have a little bit of Google information in here. When you click on it, you may not have anything, depending. It may take you through a quick setup of your personal side of it. It's one of those things that you can skip most of it, do as little as you want on that side. What you really want to do is come down to the bottom and to the More tab, and you want to click on Pages. So what's going on in the personal side, don't worry about that at all, and just click on Pages. And then it'll come to the Manage Your Pages. Remember, we saw that with my page a few minutes ago. I'm going to go over here and click on Create a New Page. Now you have different options here, and I just want to spend a minute talking about the different options. A local business or place, that would be hotels, restaurants, just places, almost any business. That would be where, any local business, certainly, that's where you would want to go. A product or brand, I have a person that I know who has a line of organic cosmetics. They may want to do this one instead of doing the local business. They're a local business, but it's more of a product or brand, so that might be where they want to go. A company or an organization, this might be good for nonprofits, and depending on how you feel. Arts, entertainment, or sports, if you were creating a Google Plus page for a band, that type of thing, you might want to go into that. Movies, TV, music, books, sports, shows are considered along those lines. And then if you just don't feel like you fit into any of the others, you can use the other category as well. But we're going to make a local business or place, and it's going to be in the United States. And then what I'm going to just go do is go back and copy this phone number right here. And then I'm just going to drop it in right here, click Paste, and then click Locate. And I had done this before. I haven't set it up. I just, hopefully your business will show up here. And if it isn't found, you can add it. And I'm not going to do that today, but it's a relatively simple process to just click that and add your business to Google. And I could actually do it because one of the other ones isn't in there, but it's going to take a little bit more time. We'll see how the time goes. But this is the one that we want. If we remember and we go back here, here's the address, everything matches up. So we're just going to click on this, and here we are, and we have to confirm the location of the marker. I hear from lots of people that, the marker on their Google Plus page is not in the right place. Well, you can just go and drag it and change it if you'd like. And, it's actually a little bit further back here. So we're going to drop it right there. So it's just there's a couple of strip shops in front of it, and then the car wash is partially behind it. So, but you can, as you can see there, you can just click OK. Confirm that the PIN is correct. This is kind of like a double check because they want you to make sure that it goes. So here we have choose a name. It's already dropped it in. And what we would like to do, we can just go up here and we'll go to the home page, and we'll just copy the website address and drop it in here. Speedy Clean Car Wash. Content is going to be appropriate for any Google Plus user. And then we're going to click continue, agreeing to the terms. And then here we have make your page come alive. So how can, things that you can do, you can add a cover photo. This is much like you would do with Facebook. If you have a cover photo on the top of your Facebook page, I just had um, and I can't remember, but the size of the Google Plus, you want to make it to fit in there. So here you have it, and anytime, here you have some people that are giving you the exact sizes for that. So your cover image needs to be 640 pixels wide by 180 pixels, and your profile image needs to be 250 by 250. And you can see, I just Googled this real quickly and came up with this information. Here you have here you have it down here. So you can create your own cover images to fit right in there, and all you would do then would be to click on it, bring it in. If you want to add an email address to this, you could add this in as well. And then your category, pretty straightforward there. If you wanted to add another category, you could click that as well. So there you go. And this is where you would go, click and get started. Now I'm going to just add a few logos here, and I should have had this prepared for them. This is a mistake as many times as I think this through, but we're going to fix that anyway. So we're going to go and let's see if this will edit out. We'll edit this out in the video that we create here, and we've got the little graphic there. We can actually do this like this, and then I think this might get clipped a little bit here, but we'll set that as the profile photo. There we go. And then we're going to add the cover photo, and we can pick it from any of these, or we can go and upload. And what I'm going to do here, and where is it? Yeah, I'm going to drop this in for now. This isn't going to fit in perfectly, in the measurements that we were talking about. But, if I wanted to, I can just put it up in here. I need to, like I said, I need to make one that's going to fit in there a little bit better. And with that template, you can do that as well. So there we've got that in there. And we just need to come down here and we'll click finish. And there's your page. And, here's some tips. It's going to go through and give us some tips, like, let me close this. You can change your identity. So if, we're using Google Plus as Speedy Clean Car Wash, if I wanted to change it to go back and use it as a personal thing, I can do that as well. We can share something on here as well. Click on post you'd like to share. So you can do that. So this is where you can start posting content, as you would with your Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn. You can, create some content. And, let's say we wanted to just talk about the special offers and we have an unlimited promotion. So I can go here, click copy on here, go back to the Google Plus page. I can drop that in, and it's going to populate that, and we can say, check out, our new unlimited car wash special. And we'll just put that in there, and we can decide who we want to show it to. We don't have lots of people signed up already, if we had more people, but this can be public as well. Which Facebook, you're not going to have anything that's going to be public. So here we go. And then it tells us, find the you can edit or delete it. You can do this with Facebook as well. If you find the typo, I always seem to find the typo after I post it. So you can fix that as well. Doesn't look like. Check out our news. So there we go. So there it is. And then if I wanted to comment on it, or if somebody saw this publicly, they would comment on it as well. But we can continue to add content as we would like. So there you go with Google Plus. Now the other thing here is having your business verified, and this helps as well. And this is an important thing. So you would just click on Verify Now. Okay, and what they're going to do is they're going to send you a postcard with the PIN to confirm it. And, hopefully you've got the correct address in there already. And what'll happen is the postcard will get delivered, and then you will you'll put the PIN in. There'll be a spot to put the PIN in. I'm going to click Yes, Submit. And I'm going to actually put this in here. I'm going to make sure I give Steve a call and tell him this was going on. And we'll click there, and we'll click send the postcard. Now the postcard is in the mail. And now if we go back to the page, you'll see down here that, we're waiting for the PIN. So this is a quick overview of Google Plus. What I'd like to do now is open it up and see. I'm going to unmute everybody. And so before I do that, just make sure that if you have an ability to mute and you've got any noise going on or whatever, please try to shut that off. If you're typing and that sort of thing, please try to shut that off. But I'm going to unmute everybody here. Just sit tight. It shouldn't take me. So does anybody have any questions they'd like to know? I'm not, I'm really, the point was to try to show you how it works and a little bit of how to set it up and then how to use it. But, the other thing that I wanted to show people too after we get done with this question period would be how to set up your Google alerts. So you can, get an alert in case anybody puts anything up about your business online. So does anybody have any questions? Have I done a great job of explaining things, and were you just overwhelmed? Like I said, we're recording this, so if you wanted to go back and watch, particular parts of it, maybe what I'll do is I'll actually break it up between the PowerPoint presentation and actually how you do it. So there'll be two videos. So if you just wanted to look at the how you do it part, you'd be able to look at that without having to worry about the first part of it at all. Any questions? Okay, let's see here. You may get into this. What's the difference between a brand and an organization? Probably not a lot of difference. That's up to you. I would like I was thinking about the lady with the cosmetics. That's definitely a brand. If you had, and I like the local locations. If you have a local business, and the organization, if you have Um, that I don't think there's a big difference. Maybe how Google classifies you. I was looking. I actually wrote down here. I didn't put it in the presentation. Examples of product or brand. Examples given by Google Plus of pages that you would fit under product or brand include apparel, cars, electronics, financial services. Companies, institutions, or organization include pages for companies, institutions, organizations, and nonprofit entities. So you can do a little bit more into that. I knew that would be something that I wanted to explain, but um, I probably am not doing a great job of it. Maybe that could be a blog post. So, Chris, I'll get back to you on that. And then Connie had a question. If someone comments on your post, do you somewhere include an email that post will bounce so you can respond? I don't know the answer to that question, Connie. I'll have to get back to you on that. And I'll not that I'm aware of. Kind of like you get in Facebook where you get notices sometimes if you have that set up. Not that I'm aware of. That would be where, and that ties into this. So let me go ahead and do this as well. Let me do this again, and let me show you how you can set up the Google Alert to handle that. So here we have, we're back at that Facebook page, and what you would do to set up a Google Alert. I actually have a video out there on how to do this, but you click on News, and this is going to be just Google News in general. And what I'm going to um, put is a strategic marketing group in here in the news, and we'll see. And there's lots of them out there, you know. And they're actually, we don't have any, but you can see, Grossman Marketing Group, and this is kind of what they would do. And I could actually, if I put quotes around it, it would just give me just the Strategic Marketing Group, which we don't see a lot. It's a pretty small sample, or we'll, Connie's company is Foot Title Group, and there's actually you can find here's her website, and actually they include some information about title, but there's no news out there. That's good, Connie. There's no news is good news here in this case. And this is so, if there was ever anything posted out there, it would certainly show up. If you were to pick a bigger business, like Domino's Pizza. These are news articles. Here's some, preps for Super Bowl delivery, moves up on. So these are news articles and anything that may appear like in the last couple of days. So they'll be trolling Yelp and they'll be trolling Google Plus as well from things that are said. So you may get it in here. They're not indexing Facebook on here. I know that for sure, or Twitter. But this is what you would do. And now you just go down here after we did this, and whatever you may be searching for, another trick to find content. Here's a little trick to find content. If we just did a title insurance search, here we have, and this is, around the world, but title insurance, way of the future, money and law, the role of title insurance. Here's some ideas for posts on your social media, Connie. You can, here's some, and all you would have to do is create an email alert for title insurance. Click down here, and then, this is one new result. There are some older results there, but it's only going to give you new results once a day. How many? Only the best results. If I changed it to all results, it would throw in some older stuff in there as well. And you might want to do that. Doesn't, it's not a problem. And then you just click create alert, and it's going to say once a day, it's going to send us an alert on anything that may occur in the news in title insurance. So this is a way you can set one up for your business and quotes, and then if anything were to show up, you'd see it. And then you can also set up Google Alerts to help you find articles that you might want to share on your social media. So this is a pretty valuable tip as well. I'm going to actually delete this because we don't want to do it. But what's going to happen now, and I can show you. Let me see. Yeah, I can actually show you how that. I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna take a few minutes, but I can show you. I think I might be able to do this real quickly if I can get. Yeah, we can. This is where we send a lot of the Google alerts that we have set up for clients. So we just go to Gmail here. This is the actual strategic marketing group Gmail account. Here we have a Google alert for search engine marketing, marketing tips, financial planning. So I have a client who's in financial planning, and here we have some articles that we may want to share. Now, we probably wouldn't do an Edward Jones. We'd look for something, here at financialplanning.com. That might be an article that we might want to share. We don't want to share competition stuff, and you're going to get all that, but this gives you an idea. So we have Google alerts flowing into this Gmail account all the time. You can really see that most of what it is just Gmail, Google alerts. So in Google Webmaster and that sort of thing. So, some of you may say, this is great, I can handle it, no problem. I'm going to get started on this and start working on my complete online presence. But for those of you who don't, I want to spend a couple of minutes just telling you what we can do for you. And these are, what we've created is I've evolved. Oh, and I still haven't fixed the top yet. This is relatively new, but it actually should be bronze, silver, gold. I can't believe I still haven't fixed that top one yet. But these are the things that we do for you, and we can help you create that Gmail account and the Twitter feed and the LinkedIn profile and do all that stuff for you. And we actually create at least 2 social media posts per week. We set up Hootsuite for you. We can manage Google Analytics, and starting at as low as $300 a month. And if you're interested in more, we can help you with that as well. We have additional things that we can do in terms of Infusionsoft, which is a sales automation system. We can create videos for you. We can do blog posts for you. We can create landing pages, websites, all that stuff for you if you're interested. Mobile apps, help you with text message marketing. I need to get the info in here. This is, I've had this going for about a week, this chart. I'm trying to get all my services onto this chart. And then other things that for people on the call that we're going to offer and throw in if you want us to help you, we're going to do 2 whiteboard videos. And this is the coolest thing, and my assistant actually is working right now on creating whiteboard videos. But these are some of the coolest things, and we're doing these for Huntington Learning Centers, and I just wanted to show you how this works. This is on YouTube, and you just click here, get a little music. So there you go. So we're gonna if anybody is interested in getting help with their social media and they'd like us to help you, we're gonna give you 2 of those in addition, and that comes in addition to whatever may come with whatever package you think might be where you want to go. So we're going to give you a couple of those. And then just today, I had this opportunity to purchased the rights to this list building ebook. And building your list is critical. And this is a great one. And I can actually give this to other people, no charge at all. And it's about a 40-page book that tells you all the different things you should do to build your list. And that's going to be the topic of my next book, my own book, helping you build your list. It's one of the reasons why I purchased this, is it'll give me a little bit of content for my book, but also I'm going to share it with you. And your list can be the most valuable part of your business. And if you don't have a great list, you're not going to ever have a great business. So those are the two things that I'm going to throw in. If anybody on the call wants me to help them with their social media, here's my contact information. And I think this is going to pretty much wrap us up for the day. So that's it. If anybody has any other questions, write them in right now. But if you don't, just let me know and give me a call later on. Thanks a lot.